Every student, every pathway. That's what our new POL structure is all about. It's about the student. Informed by SPICES, but we'll get to that later, it's about the student at the heart of all we do. Director of Community Engagement and Director of Pathway Engagement. They'll be working collaboratively with their teams to make sure that we achieve the very best for every student. Cluster Leader for Community Engagement and Cluster Leader for Pathway Engagement. They too work collaboratively. 2 cluster leaders, no longer 1 but 2 in every cluster. So what's SPICES? Well, it's what our house structure or our cluster system is based on. It's about the social development of a young person. It's about the physical development of every young person in our care. It's about the intellectual development of every young person. And it's about community and character building. It's connectedness, that's what it is. It's about the emotional well-being, and it's about our faith, the spiritual. SPICES is just an acronym, but it's what we should be concentrating on. It should inform our work and inform our choices. It's about the student. So the reality is our structure looks quite different. I'll grant you that, but it really is about the impact you have on students. Every student at the heart. Let's look at each element of the structure, the 4 quadrants as a whole. The Director of Faith and Identity. Well, our faith is at the heart of all we do. We are a Catholic school, so it's so important. And we've enhanced that by including POL 1s in each area, a social justice and student leadership coordinator within this quadrant. That gives progression and entry point levels for all staff. Director of Community Engagement, we see that there are actually 6 clusters. One of them has a VCAL cluster leader. That's the same over in Director of Pathway Engagement, where there are still learning area conveners, but we've also put in program coordinators for VET, VCE, sport and student support. All the duty statements are available and will be emailed to you and available online in a Dropbox as well. In the final quadrant, we have a HR officer, a POL 1, reporting to the Director of Staff and Development. That's a shift, but it's an improvement as well. POL 3s also take on a whole school leadership role. You have to choose 3, but you only get 1. The Consultative Committee recommended we put out this video to explain it to you. Any other questions can come to me, and I'll be emailing all the documentation including duty statements. Applications open at the start of Term 3, and we will be advertising externally as well as internally, because we need to increase by around 8 to 10 staff next year. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy the new POL structure for Catholic Regional College.